Hello everyone, my name is Gage Jones and I take a course at Gull Lake called Computer Science and Software Engineering. In today's video we're going over Sphero bolts. It's a little bolt, as you can see right here, that you code to make it roll around, and we're going to go over each step of the code. This project is called Sphero Bolt Maze, and we're going to start with the first commit, which is start and say start. So it will say start right there, and you'll be able to hear on my phone it will say start.
Ready.
And as you can see, it said start on the Sphero Bolt. As you can see, this is the commit I made. It says start and say start, and it shows the code right here. And over here, you can see that it says await speak, start, and true, which is basically just gonna make it on my phone say start, and then await delay, so that's just like a second between the next line of code, and then it's the text on the serial bolt that will say start next, and it's the color right here, and true. And next up is our green checkpoint. So here is the video on the green checkpoint. As you can see, it rolls all the way up here and stops and turns green. And for our code, you can see we had a wait delay to make it wait a second from this code, and then we set the speed to 35, so it would only go in a straight line and not turn, and then it waited 5 seconds of rolling at the speed of 35, and then we set the speed to 0 to make it stop, and then we made the LEDs green, as you see right here, red, green, and blue, and green is the only one with 255. So here is sound checkpoint number 1, and it turns and stops here. As you could hear the eagle, and when we go to our sound checkpoint 1, you'll be able to see that we had another wait delay to set a difference between these codes, and then it made a 90-degree turn. It went to 35 for 2.6 seconds, so it was going at the speed of 35 for 2.6 seconds, and then it stopped. It waited, it turned 90 degrees again, and then for a half a second, it moved forward, and then it waited a delay of 1 second, and then it made an eagle sound. So this is our red checkpoint. It's going to go forward and turn red. As you can see, that was a red checkpoint. And if we go to our code, you can see it waits a delay, so it waits between the eagle sound and the turn, and then here it's going to get where it's going currently and add 45 degrees onto what direction it's going, and then it'll go the speed of 35 for 1 second to get to 45 degrees more. And then we set the speed to 35 to make it go forward for 0.7 seconds, and then we set the speed back to 0 to make it stop, so that way we could change the LED to red. So this is sound checkpoint number 2. It's going to move forward, turn, move forward again, and then stop, and it'll make a sound, and we're going to watch that happen. So it's going to turn right here, go forward, and then play an elephant sound, as you could hear. Which, now if we go to our code, you can see all of our code is waits a second, and then it gets the heading and it subtracts 90 degrees from it, and then it waits again, and we set the speed to 35 to make it go forward for 0.3 seconds, and then stop, and turn again by getting the heading and subtracting 87 from it, and then awaiting the delay again, setting the speed to 35, making it go forward for 1.6 seconds to get it in between the black spaces, and then we set the speed to 0 to make it stop, and then we await sound .animal.elephant play, and then in parentheses true, which just makes it play the elephant sound. So in this code, we are going to go to the purple checkpoint. It's going to turn, go forward, turn again, and go forward, and it'll stop right here, and then it will change to purple. And as you can see, it turns, and then I'll stop, and turn, stop, and change to purple. Which as you can see, and now we go to our code, and you can see right here, it awaits the delay again, it turns 90 degrees, and then it waits, it goes forward at the speed of 35 for 1.5 seconds, it stops, it gets the heading again, adds 45 degrees to that, and then it waits, it goes forward for 0.08 seconds, and then it sets the speed back to 0 and changes the LEDs to a blue, like a blue. Never mind, it's purple. So the last commit we were able to make was sound checkpoint number 3, is where it turns, as you can see it already turned. It'll go forward, stop about right here, and then go up, stop right here, and make a monkey sound. And as you can see, it does that, stops. Oh wait, never mind, it was a horse. And then when we come over here, you can see we waited, we got the heading, we subtracted 90 degrees from it, we went forward for 1.2 seconds, we got the heading again, subtract 90 degrees again, we set the speed back to 35 and waited half a second for it to go forward, stopped, and then made the animal horse sound, and we made sure it would actually play. And as you can see, all of our code seems to be working. So here we are in GitHub where we have saved everything, and as you can see, all of our code is here. Our sound checkpoint number 3, our purple checkpoint, sound number 2, red, sound 1, and green, and our start. And we also did all of this in Sphero edu, which is right here. And you can see that all of the code is in here as well. All of it is here. Our sound checkpoint number 3, purple, sound number 2, all of it's right here. And this we just were able to connect, aim variable, and start the code. Thank you for watching my video, and have a good day.